Hey guys, it's Dave here from Save Slot 3 with a little rant video. I do these from time to time, and there's only one thing we can rant about, and that's Xbox. So really I don't even know what I'm going to title this, but this is basically my reasoning for selling my Xbox Series X. So if you've watched the podcast this week, you know that I have sold my Xbox, and obviously previously Chris has sold his Xbox as well. I think for different reasons. So we'll talk about my reasons for the Xbox going. The main reason is financial. I need the money. So when you need the money, you have to decide which of your things you sell. I decided it would be the Xbox. So for context, I have a Switch, a PS5, a Meta Quest 2. I still sold the Xbox. So why did I sell the Xbox? Let's talk about my history with Xbox as well. So for context, I've had an Xbox as my main console since probably about 2002. And I got an original Xbox. That was my main console that generation. The 360 was by far my main console the generation that it was it. Xbox One, exactly the same, and Series X up until this point has probably been my main, but it's difficult because Xbox this generation has been very strange. So it's really easy to come on when you watch these videos of people kicking Xbox. I don't believe in the Xbox has no games shenanigans. I just don't think that's true. I think Xbox has quite a lot of games, and they're varied, which is what I like. I mean, I like PlayStation games as well, but they're all third-person action games about a character that has to follow another character around, right? Like God of War, Last of Us, it's all kind of the same. No, that's fine, but you like a bit of variety, right? Whereas Xbox has your Forza Horizons, it has Halo, it has Gears, it has Grounded, it had Hi-Fi Rush, and it had all this stuff. But, and I will say as well, I sold my Xbox prior to the studio closures last week, which just makes it feel even more justified. But I just think this time around, the PlayStation and the Xbox are as similar as they've ever been. They're like PCs, and the sort of global recession that we're in at the moment, post-COVID, is like just making developers and publishers just make strange decisions. No one wants to take a bet. No one wants to try anything strange. We all thought that Game Pass would allow that, but apparently that's not the case now. And yeah, it's kind of depressing, to be honest with you. But yeah, the Xbox going was probably a bit of a surprise even to me, to be honest with you. It's just one of those where I was like, you know what, I need the money and I don't play it. I'm not interested in Game Pass really. It's a good service, but it also, there's so much fodder on there that I just don't want to play. Like I played some awful indie games on there. I played some good stuff as well, but I think they wrote themselves into a corner by saying, "Oh, we'll put all our first party games on." Played Starfield last year. Well, that was a fine game, but again, it wasn't a 10 out of 10. I think it was one of the better games. Hi-Fi Rush was my game of the year last year. So for that studio to go is insane to me. I don't think this is a Phil Spencer decision. I think this is pretty clearly a Satya decision above them at Microsoft. At the end of the day, they've spent about what, $80 billion on Bethesda and Activision. So like the cuts were going to happen, and I think it's going to be quite negative, really. But yeah, it seems to be at least currently the end for me with Xbox, which is sad. Maybe at some point I'll buy another one. I don't feel like there's a need. I mean, a handheld Xbox, or if I go the PC route maybe, because it's all kind of the same thing now. But there's not a lot that I'm excited for. I've got the developer direct playing in the background, and games like Avowed and Indiana Jones will be cool games, but I'm more so at the point where will it just come to PlayStation in the end, or will it just come? It's going to be on PC. Can I just wait and play it with the cloud or whatever? Like, I just don't have any. I don't want to be dramatic, but like I feel like I don't have any trust. Like, what are they going to do next? That's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't know. On this channel, obviously, Craig's main squeeze is the Xbox, and it's always been Xbox, similar to me. Obviously, Chris is Chris, but like, I think Craig still has his trust. I think he's not as dramatic as the rest of us. I think he's like, oh, okay, well, games will come out on it and it'll be fine. But I'm kind of sat again, well, if they're going to close studios like Tango Games Works, like what happens if Hellblade doesn't do what they want? What happens if Fable isn't great? Like, are we going to lose the Forza Horizon team? Like, I don't know. I don't feel that infused with it at the moment. I mean, and to be fair, I don't feel overly infused with PlayStation and Sony either. They're doing lots of things I don't like. I'm not into the whole live service thing. Helldivers was fun, but I couldn't be less fussed about stuff like Rise of Ronin instead of Blade. It's like, I don't need another third-person action game. Like, let's go back to the Sly Coopers and the Gran Turismos and stuff of the past. But yeah, I think maybe for me, my future might lie with Nintendo at the moment, which is kind of funny. But play a lot of Nintendo. But this isn't a Nintendo video. But yeah, that was kind of my Xbox rant. Just kind of explaining why, if people were curious from the podcast, why I've sold the Xbox. But yeah, I'm Xboxless for the first time in 22 years, so that's something. But yes, if you have any thoughts on the Xbox situation or just in general, please let us know in the comment section. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and the like button, and you'll hear more random rants from probably me, most likely Chris. But thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.